Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Qudash. The one to the apostle, nails, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brother that preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai have mercy upon you. All right, got a little deed theft going on here by your truly small hatters, right? In the city of New York City. We're gonna click through a few videos here and there, y'all, but we're gonna start with this one here. Concerning one of our top enemies of the day is Amalek. Let's get into it. But check this out now.
I know you've heard that they're stealing black people's homes in Brooklyn, but how are they doing it? Meet Almond Charrington. This man is 84 years old. Someone filed a petition that he's getting too old and he can't manage his own affairs. Georgia court appoints him a conservator. This is a legal professional who's assigned to manage his affairs for him. They did not contact his family. They just gave a random person control of all this man's assets. Everything he's worked for his entire life, this random person now has control of. That conservator gets 2.5% of all money that comes into this man's estate. They also get 10% of all interest income. So any money he has in the markets, any investments he has, they get 10% of that. They take 0.5% of the entire estate every year. They charge $50 to $200 an hour to do the paperwork. And they get to hire any one of their attorney friends and evaluators and get to build the estate. So they're running up a bill on someone who the court says can't manage their own money. When that bill gets too high, what do? They can sell the man's properties, and they still get 2.5% on selling the property. Now, this particular man, Almond, he has a brownstone in Brooklyn. That's the house from the Cosbys. It's a very nice house. It's worth $4.5 million. The conservator sells this house, $4.5 million house, for $1.4 million. To these gentlemen called the Ambalo brothers. These are Jewish-backed real estate investors. They go and sell it to a shell company. Not too long after, Almond's daughter, Carmela, hears about this. She goes and gets power of attorney to get control of her father's assets back. She tries to stop the sale of the house. Her grandkids are in Brooklyn living in that house. Not too long after that, for some random reason, her house gets burned down in Georgia. They write, "Thank God it could be worse. Karen on the wall." So now she's in Brooklyn with her father. Friday, she goes to court. The Georgia Human Services and Adult Protective Services are suing her for kidnapping her own father. They want to take him back and give him back to the conservator. She gets into it with the judge, and the judge locks her up for contempt for not giving up her own father. This is New York's first female Hasidic judge. Her attorneys are pissed. Everyone is pissed. The judge signs to release her yesterday. She still hasn't been released. Today, the police executed a search warrant on her house, looking for her father. Tomorrow, she's supposed to be evicted. This is how they're doing it. This is what they're talking about when they say they're stealing the houses. You think that someone just signed over the house and they're doing it in a legal way? No, this is a systemic problem. I want you to think about how many black estates have gotten gutted by this conservatorship situation.
Conservatorship situation. Conservator. I was never aware of that. How many of you all had knowledge of this here? I don't live in the well, this would be a portion of the city in my little area I'm in, but I ain't never lived in New York City. Been there many times, but ain't. If any of y'all ever do y'all have? I'm quite sure y'all don't have knowledge of conservator, because if you did, they wouldn't be taking your homes and as freely as they do. You know, this is the devil, y'all. The devil of the earth, right? The so-called white man, especially Amalek, those small hatters. This is why the world hates them. This is why the world hate them, because they're always what? Taking people's possessions. Just like they go around the earth taking people, taking they take countries, resources. This is what the so-called white man has been doing since he's been in rulership of the earth. This is why he's in the position that he's in. What they call what their name was? Ambala brothers. I think that was no Amballor. Ambala brothers. Never heard of them. Let me see something. Let me see something. I'm thinking I Google these guys here. Ambala brothers. No.
Brothers, a 2009 psychological drama, explores the impact of war on a family.
Shut up, Google.
Sam, a Marine.
Shut the hell up, Google. They don't want me to Google it, y'all. You know how they do. They pause on me and then they have me see. And I'm going to type this in. Amballor. I think I spelled it right. Ambala brothers. Right? Ambala brothers. NYC. Or should I just put New York? I'm going to put New York City. I don't want to confuse New York City. What popped up was Kohler Brothers Park. That what? Hold up, let's see something. See what? Ambala Brothers in New York City tour. Ambala Brothers in New York City net. They say they got a network. Let's see something here. There is no public information or official record of the collective net worth for the Amballor. They spelled the Amballu. Damn, y'all, hold up. I must spell it wrong. I did spell it wrong. That's my ignorance. Let's see something. Let me see it again. Gotta put an O right there, y'all. I had a U there, y'all. My bad. Amballor. Okay, let's look up again. They still say there's no public record of a high net. Who said something about a network? I ain't saying about no network. Yeah, but they want to give me what they want to give me, y'all. They put net worth on the I didn't even type that. All I typed is Ambala Brothers in New York City. That's all I typed, and they put net worth. Let's see if they're gonna do it again. No, they ain't do it again. Let's look it up. Same thing jumped up though. It got Amballor Brothers, New York City. Let's see some. An investigation by the city has unearthed multiple fraud and forgery allegations. They ain't going to jail. Cause you see who they are. Okay, 3 speculators, 119 homes, 57 LLCs. It said 3 real estate speculators, brothers Joseph and Elliot Ambalo, and I can't say it, y'all. I'm gonna click on it. You know what? Let's put it on the screen. Why not? Let's do that. Let's put it on the screen, y'all, so we can do a little more clicking. So because I got a couple more videos I want to go through, but let's put this on the screen right here, right? Let's do this right quick. Let's put this on the screen. Here we go. Let's see. Let's get everything right. Ambala Brothers in New York City. Okay, here we go. Instead of messing with this phone. Alright. It said the speculators brothers ripping off heirs and evicting. Say an investigation by the city has Let me turn this light off, y'all. Might be a little too much light. Nah, I ain't doing nothing. The city has unearthed multiple fraud and forgery allegations against Elliot and Joseph Ambalo and their partner. This look like it was old, y'all. But for some reason it popped up on my feed as it was new, right? But hey, let's get into it anyway. Let's see. Well, this say in 2023, so I guess it might not be old. I guess it ain't old. Hell, cause I'm quite sure they ain't stopping in 2023 stealing property. So I'm gonna click on this here. I wasn't gonna click on it. Let's click on this and see what we get here. Okay, the speculator brothers ripping off heirs and evicting tenants across New York City. Be still now. An investigation by the all this shit keep jumping up. Come on, man. That's why I hate going on this. That's why I play with the phone a lot, because when you be on these computers, man, all type of shit jumps up. You know, they want to sell you shit. An investigation by the city has unearthed multiple frauds and forgery allegations against Elliot and Joseph Ambalo. He spelled it wrong. He had Amballor. They got, unless they spell it wrong right here. You know, they do that so you can't Google them. And their partner Itea Vardi, who target unsuspecting homeowners, which is black, so-called black people, and unprotected tenants in black and Latino neighborhoods. Wow. Elderly people, y'all. Look at these devils. Look at these two devils, y'all. I didn't know this here. Treasury, Sale, Joseph, Ambello, and them. Let's see. This was way back in 6/14 of 2021. Atlantic Avenue, Crown Heights, buyer. Oh, they got it on here. Sale price $500,000. SF 3,000. 66. So the judge is. So this is what they do. Most of these small hatters that they be straight crooks. They all have a judge that they go to and do these things. That these judges, they already know what's gonna happen, take place. You know, they listen. Y'all talking about Denzel Washington and all of them are the greatest actors of all time. Shit, these lawyers, prosecutors, and judges, they are the best actors in the world. Because they do this all day long, every day, all day long. Which is what? They frauding people and taking people money, man. Making up laws, made up words. They make words up every day. And then they go have a dinner. Damn, boy, what that word you said today? Oh, we gotta put that in there too. And use that too for such. Man, all these made up words, man. Just made up. This is confusion. This is America. Okay, he said Joseph and Elliot advertise a home sale on Instagram. Credit or trade. I bet that's misprint something. It said find our journalism easier when you are searching for a local coverage. Aid the city on Google. Additional reporting by Sam and 3 years ago on the wintry afternoon, JJ was sitting in a bed in her Bushwick apartment when she heard a boom at the door. It sounded like an intruder was trying to kick in his way in. JJ, who is a black, peered through the peephole and saw 3 white men in suits. Said she was afraid. They looked like detectives. Okay. I opened my door. I didn't think we were gonna go. I'm gonna do a little reading, y'all. You know, y'all don't mind reading. I opened my door and I'm like, how? Can I help you? Recall the 42-year-old mother of 2 who agreed to speak on the condition on anonymity, citing safety concerns. That's when she said one of the men introduced himself as the new owner of the building. No paywall here. Let me see. The city is a free to read independent news. Okay, get to the story, y'all. God damn. I'm like, what? Excuse me? We called JJ, who had moved in about 7 years earlier and previously paid rent to relatives of the friend living upstairs. The man told JJ she was fruit child on his ear, man. It ain't that long. You know what? I'm gonna read this now. Okay, what JJ didn't know was that months earlier a group of strangers had indeed acquired title to the house. Just a short walk away from the bars in the club popular with Bushwick newcomers, they had found 5 far-flung hairs of property deceased owners. Damn. Convinced them to sell their fractional inheritance for a grand total of $35,000 according to the city deed records. J.J. Home was not their only target. A new investigation by the city has found 119 properties across the 5 boroughs acquired in part of or in whole by companies operated by 2 brothers, Elliot and Joseph Amballo, and their business partner, Ate Vardy. This crew of speculators nabbed properties in gentrifying black and Latino neighborhoods. Only a damn small hat that could do this here, man. They're the only one that can get away with some shit like this here. He said where many homes are ripped for the ripe for the they're taken because their original owners died without wills, leaving a network of dispersed inheritors who may not know the value of their partial shares. Damn. As the city previously reported, and then you get what? How many so-called black people got them wheels? That's just not something a person of color think about, because hell, most of us ain't got shit to lead nobody no way. As the city previously reportedly similar rings amassed partial or shares to shake down the long-time homeowner for money up to profit from forced home sales, but the Amballo brothers of Vardy often capitalized on another method using generally named LLCs like the Queen's Foundation of Jackie 42. They find more multi-family homes with minimal tenant protection, take over the properties by paying heirs low sums, then rush to evict the resident, clearing the path to flip the property for many times what they paid. So what he's saying is that a lot of people in that area that inherited property, but the initial individual that had the home died. So these so-called black people laying up in the house, most likely women, man, most likely a bunch of women. But you know, this other guy was a man, a so-called black man. But hey, it is what it is. He owned that much, but most likely tenants that land up in the homes and stuff, and then they owned, and then they don't know the price of it. Then they come up under. We just get a price that it's worth $160,000, and they come offer them, like you say, $35,000, $40,000, and you know the whole building. I guess the whole building could be worth millions, and they paying out probably not even $1 million just to get the people out of there. But the other people, they evict the other people out of there, out of the other tenants. Buy the one that own them, but the one that don't own, they do what they do right here now. The Queen Foundation, they found small multiple homes with minimal tenant protections, take over the property by paying heirs low sum. So the heirs, so some of all I guess all of them wasn't heirs. Then rushed to evict the residents, clearing the path to flip the property. Dirty dogs. Dirty, 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 dirty. There, here we go. I ain't know all down here. Yeah, there's a lot here. Oh, okay, here we go right here. Let's see, housing. Mandua launches deed theft prevention. Activist council. Damn. So this is a big story, y'all. I can't read all of him. Y'all know I read some, but can't read all of him. The seizure of a black family home. In many cases, small multi-family property that the Ambello brothers body acquired house long-time New Yorkers at below market rent. Even the units rent stabilized, the residents have unregular. Guess they got him. Let's see. Desmond Barnes moved to Virginia after investors evicted him from his family home. July 1st of 2023 credit. Wow. But unbeknownst, the Desmond, the speculator, were making moves that would soon take the home out of his family's hands. In early 2021, Joseph Ambello, using the LLC called South Jamaica Holdings, paid Viola's for four supposed heirs $65,000 total. Look at that, y'all. $65,000 total, which is pennies for what they was getting. Total for their heirs shares of house. These records showed these were relatives living in Maryland, Virginia, and upstate New York, whom Desmond barely knew. When we got to what they called, we were really surprised, said of them that were Joseph, 51, Viola, great niece, and Carlo Fisher. The 68-year-old said her niece could have used the money, and her nephew, who had been in and out of jail, was happy when he heard he was for a payday. Wow. See? That's how they always get us, especially they get our women, man. They get them in there, shit worth millions of dollars, and they put that check in their hand for $100,000. They haul ass, and really ran off with they run out with millions. Let me see. In May of 2022, less than a year after Joseph, I didn't think I was gonna read all of y'all, but he secured a deal to sell the house for $600,000, y'all. $660,000 more than 10 times what the LLC had paid them, according to the city deed. Damn. So these devils were cleaning up. These devils was cleaning up. This is why you see stuff like this here, right? Even though this is not in America, this right here is in no, let's go right here. Check this out. I don't know what this was about, but I can only imagine, right? Check this out right here now. I started off with that and for a reason. And this say that what? A New York rabbi found dismembered, stuffed in closet after being deleted by a Colombian gang. They say now. This is what they say. Let's get these, let's read some of these, if I can get them. I don't think they're going to give them to me, y'all. Let's see some. More newest. Let me get all. I want all of them. Okay, let's see. Anthony say their tunnels must have crossed. Ruiz, that closet was promised to him 3,000 years ago. Boy, I tell you. Let's see. Gerald Paul say the suitcase was promised to the Colombian 3,000 years ago. Wow. See, no, they don't have no sympathy for them, man. You know, there are good reasons for not having sympathy for these people, man. These people are thieves, man. Thieves. Lord War, let me see, you mean business partner. Let me see, don't fly. Here somebody said, you mean business partner. Let's see something. Let's click on this here. Iranian and what Colombian drug Nussel's recent legal cases and intelligence report describe a weapon for cocaine. Hold up. Exchange between these regions. Iranian-linked smuggling. Iran-backed Hezbollah has established a deep criminal presence in Colombia. The group uses cocaine trafficking to generate, I'm just reading y'all, up to 30% of its annual operating budget, with the remainder funded directly by Iran. That's more likely. Ex-partner. Let me see. Anna Barr said he was a dad and a plumber from New York City, not from Colombia. How interesting that whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about, is so ugly you are willing to say anything. Wow, what a great human you are and a dad, great model. I wonder your kids are heartless or brainless as you. Wow, let's see. Well, y'all, you usually get some good information up in here. Where that other thing was pretty deep right there. But I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, hey, you know, people make up shit, but I usually I'm trying to get some more. Probably ain't gonna get a whole lot on this story right here, y'all, cause it involved one of them. Stevie Silver says, he was starting fires. Oh, somebody said, oh, hold on, let's back up a little bit. Let's go up here. These names are funny, y'all. You see a nerdy, dirty Muslim saying anything he doesn't know shit about, right? Let's click on this here. It said, I'll say such a dirty rat like you can understand. They going in on each other, y'all. The tab is closing soon, and it is time for you to pay up. I can't say these names, y'all. You are both disgusting. All these effing bastards are running off to Paraguay and Argentina. Burn them all. Cartels protection their land and people better than what? Better than my government. That's what he was doing. Starting fires. Sounds familiar. Doing it here too. That's all they know how to do, is to destroy things. They don't build anything of their own. They don't. Somebody must erase their whoever he responding to. They didn't erase their comment. So I'm finna read this whole comment right here, right? Might get a little something out of here. Start over. He said, oh, that's what he was doing. Starting fires. Sound familiar? Doing it here? If I'm wrong, somebody let me know if this story familiar, you familiar with this story here. Say, doing it here too, that's all they know how to do, is destroy things. They don't build anything of their own. They don't do anything creation or on their own. They live on our taxes. They sit on their asses. They don't pay for their clothes. They don't pay for their food. They don't pay for their kids. They milk us dry. Use all of that money, or use of all of that money, use all of our money to delete their enemies, and now they are going to come for us. We are on their list. Damn, kind of long way I thought it was. On their list next. They have all the politicians in their pocket. You know what? That's a true question. Look what I just did. The story I was just reading on. I didn't know this story was gonna go in this deep right here, but hey, it is what it is. It's linking up, cause they both concerning what? Theft. For us, we are on their list next. Have all the politicians? They don't consider it being theft, because they what? The laws apply. All the laws apply to them. Because they make it up as they go. In their pockets, they hate Americans. They want us dead. They are going to move into our house. See, they are what now? They gonna move in, but it's gonna be long. They gonna be burned. Had to fight living Palestinians for 75 years, and they are just going to delete us and not leave us to hold our keys because nobody spoke up while they decimated Palestinian. Fuck Israel from the river to the sea. This is what they say. I'm just reading it. It ain't got nothing to do with me, y'all. I'm just reading the comments, y'all. Don't get mad at me. Anyway, let's read one more. Faye Moret say, so sad to see the road these comments are taking. I take no pleasure in this man's death and see no reason for the war of words between commenters, RIP. It's like a fake page, y'all. To the young man, condolences to his family. Like a fake page. I don't you ain't got no picture or nothing to put up there. So let's go to the next thing, right? Let's see. Let's go to this right here, right? Let's go right here. Check this out here. This is a video. It happened to be a young lady up there, or one of them, right? So we just highlighting the behavior of these.
Watch this. We should be able to calmly, civilly discuss stuff.
Excuse me. I thought you didn't want to be on
That's
camera.
not what I said, actually.
Okay. What's your problem?
What's your problem, bitch?
I'm doing an interview.
Do you believe in freedom of
It's not a good
You're
look
not
for
a
you.
journalist.
What's the definition of a
I care
journalist?
so much what you think is a good look for me.
What's the definition of a journalist?
I'm not speaking with you.
Okay, why are you blocking our camera then?
Because
You like
no one wants
attention?
you here. Because no one wants you here.
I'm in the middle of an interview. Thank you. Ah,
So you...
So where's your press pass?
I'm here doing an interview.
Where's your press pass?
Does she
am.
want to be here?
Nobody's asked
Well,
me
you're not a
officially to
journalist.
leave. You don't know what the definition of a journalist is.
Do you believe in freedom of speech? How about bodily autonomy? Do you believe my body, my choice? Okay, well then, that's interesting. Here we go. Obstructing free speech. This is it. They want to prevent speech. Is what's going on here.
Okay. It's the typical, it's very fascist-like, and it's funny to shut down just a simple, you were just talking about. It is. You guys are like allergic to, I don't
They
know,
want to
discussion.
Allergic to your hatred,
Of what?
your bullshit.
The only one being hateful is
transphobia, your
you.
racism.
You called me a B word, I don't even swear.
You have a...
It's amazing how these people are always calling people hate, that you are hating and you are hateful when you call out their behavior. Clearly, this woman here is I mean, she just there's a whole lot more I want to say. Whole lot more I want to say, but I kind of want this here to be. I want this here to be, out front. So I'm not trying to go in like I normally would. But hey, but either way though, I really don't give a shit anyway, cause I can't name how many times I've done videos and they have just took them down, whatever. But that's why I was trying to prevent this which is cause especially when you highlight their wickedness, man. It's amazing. It's amazing, man.
right to your beliefs, but yet you will not extend them to others.
Don't touch her. Don't touch her.
We're not touching her.
I wasn't even looking at you. I can see you're not touching her.
Is that your security guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just sad. Like, I don't understand. When I went to university, this would never happen. People would have enjoyed talking.
Excuse me, the real left fiercely upheld and defended free speech.
Now I don't know what's going on. I don't know, I don't know what's going on or what's taking place here in this video here. But I know I see one of them big nose people, right? I know she's one of them. I'm sure of that.
Don't
Get
touch
that
me.
right.
That's actually our security. That's our security if you go too
Oh,
close.
that's nice. I don't care.
Well, then don't go too close. It's typical. It's the echo chamber at the university. And the crazy part is how bad they make themselves look. I mean, if you have an issue with Rebel News, why be the center of attention in one of our reports? Like, why stop an interview? Why seek that type of attention? Why is that?
Okay, let me do this here. Let me get in the comments, y'all. See, can I get a little more? Let's see, in the 80s. Let me see. No. Cabell say you can always tell when someone hasn't been punched in the mouth. Exactly. Josh says she's faced absolutely zero consequences. There's the problem. Hey man, I was waiting for it. Mockingbird say love that high five from the cameraman. Whatever. He ain't do nothing though. God says, God bless that reporter. She outclassed her, maintained her pause the whole time. Man, I'm trying to see what this is. That journalist was pure class and grace. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, stand there and let the devil do anything to you. She felt powerful doing that, and since she wasn't stopped, she will likely do it again to somebody. Exactly. It got to be stopped. It has to be stopped. Let's hit the replies on this one. Oh, she's going to meet someone else. All right. Yeah. You run across one of them Eves, boy, they're gonna get stomped out. So I don't know where they get that tender-headed black woman right there from, but boy, she better watch. And then she called her right at the gate. She called her a bitch. Boy, ain't that something? Jessica Cap say trust and know that isn't the first time she's done something like this, like that. She's gonna come across the right one though. Doreen say let's not forget there is a trying to see what it was, but she clearly one of them big nose, y'all. Y'all know she one of them big nose, y'all. And she having let me see the reporter out with it. She never. It looked like she was on some type of cop. Let me see something. The journalist. No, they ain't saying what it is. I don't know what the hell it was, but I look at that. See that nose right there? Them features. Those are what she clearly is one of them. That's why she's entitled and thinks she can do what she just did. So this over here is in. This right here is in. Let's see where I'm at. This is in London right here, right? This is in London right here. I'm not gonna say too a whole lot much, but they ain't really showing too much. They ain't really showing that no way. And let me read this here. It say that 2-ish men stabbed in London. Police treat attack as terrorism. Y'all already know it's gonna be terrorism, y'all, when these people here involved. Let's see. Look at it look like a Jake too. Check it out. Well, they kicked his head around like a soccer ball, didn't they? See, these people have no, man. You can't wait, y'all. I wanted to read some more. Let me read it over here, y'all. See, I get a little more detail. Trayvon say the application of grounded fair kicks. Brandon say those head kicks made my heart. Yeah, these devils over here bragging, y'all. They over here bragging. I'm not gonna go in the comment. Let's take this back. Last but least, listen to this right here, right? These people right here, right? You know, these videos involve these small hatters, y'all. So this is all I was doing, because it's gonna come a time that the Heavenly Father is going to what? Going to loose, start with Judah, what that precept is, 49, Genesis 49 and 8, Judah, thou art whom thy brethren shall praise, thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. So hey, it's only a matter of time before the hand for our enemies, enemy's neck be in our what? In our hand. Check this out. This is Israel's nuclear threat. So we all know that these people is capable and will actually shoot a nuke. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise the world if they be the first one that do this right here. That shoot a nuke on someone. Check this out.
Israel, I worry about them. Look at what they've done in Gaza. I mean, they've been creating, it's a genocide, and the U.S. has supported it. And so that mindset, to me, is, you couple that with nuclear weapons, it's incredibly dangerous. I wouldn't see Israel having any reluctance to using its nuclear weapons against Iran if its cities are being obliterated by a large barrage of ballistic missiles. Israel,
So I started with this and played this for a reason and gave you different scenarios concerning these people. These people are what? They are definitely all of the terms that they use in these, especially in these courtrooms, from terrorists to well, all of the negative terms that they use, they give people, especially a so-called black man, when it comes to them demonizing us for whatever small reasons. When they scale of wickedness or reach not just in the Americas, it reach across the earth, and they're always somewhere messing with someone or taking someone. When I say messing with them, that can go into when them either taking your money, taking your land, which is your property, or just taking you yourself, your life. They love blood. I'm just gonna read a few precepts, man. I can't wait till Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And it appears that the Heavenly Father is pushing forth that energy to the southern tribe, starting with the men of Judah, for what? For a purpose and a time of being what? Judah, which is Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. I say enemies, Raw, but first and foremost today is all of the nations are our enemies now. But Esau, Edom, he's definitely in that scope of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah for that downfall, which is Babylon, starting with America. Thy father's children, let me start over. Judah, art thou he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children, whose children? Esau's children. Start with Amalek. We'll start with these bankers, the bankers, Amalek, right? Shall bow down before thee. So the time is going to come that we're going to have them in what? In derision. Let me see. Let's go to Isaiah. What I want? I want Isaiah 45. Is it 45? Yeah, 45. Isaiah 45 and verse, I'm not going to be long, man. I'm not going to be long. 45 and verse 22. Look unto me, and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth. This is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah speaking to his people, and first and foremost is the elect, right, of this time, which is the elect of this time, which started with the 144,000 of men, right? Look unto me, and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth. For I am God, I am thy power, and there is none else. Verse 23. I have sworn by myself, the word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness, and shall not return, that unto me every knee shall bow, every tongue shall swear. So this is the what? This is the future prophecy that the children of Israel, which is the 12 tribe of the children of Israel, Judah, start with Judah, which is the tribe that everyone ignorantly called Jesus comes out of. He's going to be what? King of Kings, real soon. Verse 9 of Genesis 49 and 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Who shall rouse him up, y'all? Who's going to rouse Judah up? Let's see something real quick. Let's see something real quick, y'all. Deuteronomy 33 and verse 7. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he, who is he? Moses said, Hear, Lord Yahweh, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people, and let his hand be sufficient for him, and be thou and what? And help to him from his enemies. From his enemies. Verse 11 of Deuteronomy 33 and 11. Bless Lord Yahweh his substance, and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, and of them that hate him, and that rise not again. So these people, who? Hey man, the so-called Judah man, the so-called black people, man, black men. Start with the men. They're what? They hate us, man. This is why they do us the way they do us. It won't be long that Israel then shall dwell safely in safety alone. The fountains of Jacob shall be upon a land and of corn and wine, and his heavens shall drop down dew. Drop down dew meaning what? That dew meaning being in rulership of the earth. Right? Let's finish verse 9. Again, read verse 9 again. It was Genesis 49 and 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up? Who shall rouse him up? Because it won't gonna be long. Let's go to Isaiah again. Let's go to actually 49. I'm gonna read one more precept, and I'm gonna close this out. 49 and verse 23, which is lick up the dust, right? Verse and kings shall be thy nursing fathers. This is, Isaiah 49:23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. So we are definitely waiting for Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, y'all. Real quick, let's go to verse. I think it's verse 10, which is 49, Isaiah 49 and verse 10. They shall not hunger nor thirst. Right? They shall not hunger nor thirst. Meaning that what? We will be in the what? We'll be in the kingdom at that point. Neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that has mercy on them shall lead them. Lead them where? In the kingdom. Even by what? By the springs of water shall he guide them. So Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to guide us in the kingdom. Let's see. Verse 11. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from afar, meaning what? The four corners of the earth. and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sindom, which is America today, Babylon. Verse 13, sing, O heaven, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountain, for the Lord Yahweh has what? Has forded his people, starting with the elect, and will have mercy of what? Upon his afflicted. But Zion said, the Lord Yahweh has what? Has forsaken me, and my Lord has forgotten me. But let's go to, and I'm going to end this, what I want. Actually, Psalms, yeah, Psalms 18, Psalms 18 and verse 38. I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. This is the word talking about the Israelites as a whole, right? But who's going to rise in that day? Up today, who's going to be left over here in Babylon, America, is what? Is the elect and the elect only. Because America is that lake of fire. I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those. Esau, Edom, this is why he's in the power and authority to do what? To do what he's doing. Under me those that rose up against me. Verse 40. Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. So that norm say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rokah Kudash. Shalom.